think we'll get started. Does that sound okay? Thank you, everybody, for coming. A warm welcome on International Nursing Week. It's our privilege, Marilyn and Bridget, who is a member of our Nursing Practice Council, and we usually delegate or volunteer to co-host the event. So thank you, Bridget. Yeah. This year's theme is A Voice to Lead, Health for All, and that comes from the Canadian Nursing Association. And A Voice to Lead was actually developed by the International Council of Nursing. It reflects the fact that every nurse has a story, and every story has the potential to improve the health system, enable individuals and communities to achieve their highest standard of health. Importantly, the power for change for health for all means not just the availability of services, but the complete state of physical and mental health.
Today we celebrate the achievements of Holland Bloorview nurses as part of our commitment to achieving Holland Bloorview's No Boundaries in bringing the most meaningful and healthy future for all children, youth and families. We continue to find new approaches to promoting strength-based health and wellness and new ways to strengthen interprofessional teams. We'll spend about 60 minutes today to showcase the work our nurses have done this year by acknowledging our achievements and impact. Today we celebrate the Nursing Excellence Award, the Daisy Award, accomplishments and Hospital News Heroes nominations. And we'd also like to quickly acknowledge the representatives from the Lawrence S. Bloomberg Faculty of Nursing who are here with brochures, flyers, and answers to your questions about programs.
Thank you. So it is an honor to share Nursing Week with Canadian Mental Health Week, with Canadian Safety and Health Week, and with Physiotherapy Month. Importantly, it's all about teams. It's all of us working together with courage, resilience, compassionate excellence, equity, innovation, and care for our kids and families at the core of everything that we do. Some fun facts about international nursing. So there is a campaign right now called Nursing Now, and you will see that Kate Middleton is one of the key spokespersons for this initiative. And why is it so important? Well, the World Health Organization has designated the year 2020 as the Year of the Nurse and Midwives in honor of the 200th birth of Florence Nightingale. So 2020 is a big 200-year anniversary for nursing of big importance, and we'll be acknowledging that next year. Importantly, Canada, or Nursing Now Canada, has just announced their 3 pillars of importance as part of Nursing Now. Nursing leadership. There is not at this time a chief nurse at the government level, and they're advocating for that. And Indigenous health, that we all know is incredibly important. A fun fact about the nursing leadership aspect of the Canadian Nursing Association is that we as Holland Bloorview are partnered in that. The strength-based leadership management program that we piloted here is going to be uptaken by the Canadian Nursing Association, which is unbelievably exciting. So stay tuned for that. So this is the National Nursing Week from CNA, and what I really want to say to everybody, that leadership is in all of us. Leadership makes a difference each and every day. And this is a big focus of the work that we're doing here on every level, everywhere, in every role of Holland Bloorview. So, our nursing workforce. We were going to do some fun facts about our nursing workforce at Holland Bloorview. You can see on the left the multiple locations where nurses are working. And then see on the right that we have registered nurses, registered practical nurses, and nurse practitioners. And this just really highlights those that are directly involved in care. Importantly, we have a second slide that shows how many nurses there are at Holland Bloorview. Well, I spoke to those directly in care. There are many multiple other roles that support the work that we do. Managers, clinical resource leaders, occupational health nurses, transition coordinators, infection control, clinical applications, researchers, CPL, Nursing Vision Coordinator. And the breadth and depth of all the various roles at Holland Bloorview it's just so diverse and so complex that sometimes the small number of us looks easy, but it's just incredibly diverse. You know, how many people in this room know that we have operating room nurses and general anesthesia nurses working in this hospital in the dental program? So much diversity.
So here is our nursing vision for you all. And we're just excited to bring clients and families into the heart of everything that we do, and it's energizing to empower and enable ourselves to teams and no boundaries.
Perfect. So this nursing vision has actually been for 4 years, and we're celebrating all of those accomplishments in the 4 years. So what you see ahead of you are posters that 4 of the priorities have worked on and some of our accomplishments. But I really wanted to talk about it big picture. We've had 4 key priorities to achieve that vision: strength-based care, amplified teaching, communities of practice, and research. Everything's been based in a strength-based approach. But underneath all that, what you don't see is that we've really got foundational activities to support all of the work that everybody does each day. Partnership internally, externally, a big focus on leadership, which you've heard about already. Lots of attention on the workforce, and I've shared some of that. And recognition is so much a part of the work that we do. So with that in mind, we're going to move forward and talk a little bit about some of the leadership activities, and I'll hand back over to Bridget.
Okay. So this is the Nursing Practice Council, and the next slide just shows the achievements of the Nursing Practice Council over the last 4 years, which are very impressive numbers. But what we really wanted to highlight was the number of standards that have been created over the last 4 years, which I think has really come out because of the increasing complexities of our client population, and I think this really highlights and speaks to the changes that have been happening at Holland Bloorview and how nursing is moving with the times.
I think, too, as an academic hospital, we continue to have an academic mission above and beyond and complementary to the clinical work that we just showed you. This is a 1-year snapshot of the accomplishments, which we're holding steady in the last 4 years. Grants, funding for publications, and we left flyers on your chairs of some of the publications and grants that are happening. Many with nurses as co-investigators or leading projects. Importantly, we've had a lot of work and continue to work around mentors and students and graduate students, and we've actually increased the number of U of T appointments in the past year. So academics are happening behind the scenes.
Nursing priorities. We would like to call up all of the co-leads for the priorities to come forward.
Come on up. And they will come on up. Come on up.
Come.
And we'll ask you to speak to each of your priorities and what you've accomplished in the last 4 years. And we'll step away.
Hello everyone, my name is Anna DeMambro, and I would like to acknowledge the great work that our committee members for Priority 1 has participated over the last, I think, almost 4 years. We're heading to our 4th year, and specifically I give acknowledgement to my co-lead who I just saw walk in, to Dilshad Kasamlanani. We're very proud to share with you that we worked really hard in moving and continue the momentum of strength-based care and ensure that we embed it within our system, not only within at the unit level, but within Holland Bloorview and also with our external partners. Key leadership initiatives that I'd like to share with you were around the leadership programs and the curriculum development specific to the Holland Bloorview Sick Kids Partnership on conversations that matter most and leading the way from a strength-based lens. So your announcement today, Marilyn, was actually thrilled. Yes. Not to mention the continued initiatives that you will see at the unit level around the whiteboard that we use to engage strength-based conversations with our clients and families. In addition, we were honored to have a family leader with our membership committee who was given so much input, and the input was based more around our first contact strategies, which will be embedded with not only within our health record, but also as part of the family boards, and ensure that family inclusion was part of the decisions that we made. What to expect in 2019 is the continued momentum and growth of strength-based care. We continually look at opportunities and gaps in our system to further produce or create strength-based initiatives. And we also like to reach out to our solution-focused training partners who have engaged and partnered with us to continue that momentum. Thank you, everyone.
So Bridget and myself, Cindy, are the co-leads for Priority 2. We are very pleased with that Brain Bites and Bone Matters has been widely successful initiative, which has brought together the interprofessional team to learn with and from each other. We also provided leadership development opportunities for clinicians through the integration of the lead mentor model for nursing orientation and the development and integration of a nurse-led model for spinal bifid and spinal cord clinic and sleep education clinic. The impact of these initiatives has been the growth and development of nurses and the interprofessional team as leaders at Holland Bloorview, and also the creation of opportunities for interprofessional teams and colleagues to learn through creative and innovative education sessions developed by peers and supported by evidence-based research.
In the next year, Priority 2 will continue to develop the RN, RPN, and NP career pathway. This is a readily accessible and visual tool that will provide nurses from all disciplines the opportunities that Holland Bloorview can provide for them. We'll also be developing standardized teaching tools and plans for clients and families to learn more about their care and take control of their care, as well as give nursing teaching tools to support the learning and the collaboration of care with families. And we're so excited to share our data for you. 1,200 of our Holland Bloorview nurses and colleagues attended over 100 clinical sessions, which really showcases the motivation of Holland Bloorview nurses and clinicians to learn and grow together. And you've all received a newsletter on your tables as well, so I just want to especially shout out Cindy for all the hard work that she's been doing on those fantastic newsletters. Priority 3.
So hi everyone, Allison and I want to thank our committee for helping lead communities of practice here at Holland Bloorview. So what did we accomplish up to this point? We're very proud of the work we've done. So I'm going to highlight some of the main key things. The first is the mentorship program. So we launched this for all inpatient new hires here at Holland Bloorview for the nurses, and now it's been over 1 year, so that's some exciting work that we've done. Canadian Pediatric Nursing Standards were used in the foundation for Nurses Connected discussions, and thanks so much to Bridget Nelson for helping to integrate and facilitate this for our nurses. A new community of practice emerged on advanced care planning, and this was in partnership with Emily's House and Sick Kids. And with this work, they have developed curriculum for a workshop, a workshop was developed and created, which is exciting. So why do we do this? What's the impact? The main thing is really to build knowledge and relationships between all nurses and all programs at Holland Bloorview. And through this, we share the wide range of our skills and expertise that we all hold here. And lastly, to improve clarity and understanding for each other's roles for the benefit of clinical care, which is what matters most.
So what to expect in 2019? We had Nurses Connected, which was a great success. It brought together inpatient and outpatient nurses, and we look forward to embedding the Canadian Pediatric Nursing Standards into future standards and pathways, for example, advanced care planning. As part of our commitment to connecting inpatient and outpatient nursing teams, we will be welcoming the outpatient nurses to participate in mentorship programs. We will be creating resource binders with our Sick Kids and Emily's House partners for advanced care planning, which will build capacity for clinicians and support clinicians through challenging conversations. There will be new and evolving clinical pathways for trach care, spinal dorsal rhizotomy, and spinal cord injury and connected care. We are pleased to share our data, which is on the screen, which highlights the commitment of nurses to furthering their education and collaboration at Holland Bloorview.
And I'm the anchor. Priority 4, research. It's my pleasure to represent our research group today. I'd like to acknowledge my colleague Karen Gann and our team members for their curiosity and passion in the quest to improve care for children and families. Our key initiative this year was called Research in Action for Nurses, or RAN for short. It was a forum to identify burning questions and learn about the research process. And the nurses from the brain injury rehab team literally ran with enthusiasm and focused on scalp incision care. They conducted a literature review, critical appraisal of the literature, a chart audit, and survey in collaboration with the librarian and evidence to care, and they are moving towards a standard of care for scalp incision. Another highlight has been the nursing collaboration on 4 Centers for Leadership projects, including one project co-led by nursing. And an interest in our models of care has reached out into the international community with presentation on spinal cord injury in Australia this year and an award for accessibility excellence in research in the US. We have also begun a nursing research database and continue to grow that next year. The impact of these has been a growth in curiosity and inquiry across nursing and a growth in continuous improvement and best practice. We are very excited for 2019, which will bring, as I said, the standard of care for scalp incision and the spread of RAN on our inpatient units as well as ambulatory care, and enhanced involvement of nurses in quality improvement and research. We'll also continue our data collection of scholarly work outcomes, seen in our increase in publications, presentations, and funded grants. Thanks.
Fantastic presentations, and just from a research lens, it's not well embedded in our undergraduate education, so a lot of the learning around research we've had to home grow to help us get to the next step. So what's next? What's for 2019? We had a vision and strategies for 4 years, and how do we work towards embedding all of our work in the day-to-day operations of what we do? And so we're on this kind of pop-up round mission right now of talking to people about what are their bright ideas, what are the things that they're experiencing in care, and what are things that we can do in 30-day, 60-day, and 90-day challenges to continue this great work. That said, we still have a strategy plan for 2019. We have a scorecard that's coming. We have these wonderful bone bites and brain bites that will continue. You heard about the career pathway. You heard about many activities we're going to do, but we're going to turn it into something a little shorter, a little snappier, with our challenge. We've already had some pop-up rounds, and you can see that there's tremendous pride about development opportunities, our partnerships externally with solution-focused coaching and strength-based approaches. And what really inspires every single nurse that I've talked to, what really inspires them is if I can change care for kids and families, then that's why I do this work. And that's true for everybody who works at Holland Bloorview. So you remember at the beginning that I talked about how recognition is so important. So we're transitioning into our recognition section.
You're going to do engagement?
Keep going. Should I keep going?
Keep going.
Okay. So we wanted to share, because we were asked 4 years ago to change our nursing approaches, and 4 years ago, our engagement scores were low. And so I proudly share today that the nursing engagement scores from last year were higher than the hospital average. You're inspired to do your work and a sense of personal accomplishment. But what's most important is how it's changed over time. So the nursing engagement scores have been steadily increasing. The nursing scores about inspired to do my best have been steadily increasing since 2013. And my sense of personal accomplishment has also gone up 11 points since that early external nursing review that we had in the inspirational work. So I just want to recognize everybody in the room for that. We all did it together, I think. Okay.
Okay, let's do something fun. All right. Nancy?
Stop the serious.
Okay, the Daisy Awards. So I'm going to ask Nancy Campbell to come up and present or just acknowledge our Daisy Award winner for this round, Siobhan Tatham. So just a little bit about the Daisy Award. The Daisy Award was established in 1999 by a member of the family of Patrick Barnes. The family was so impressed by the clinical care that Pat's nurses received, particularly the compassion and the kindness that the nurses brought to Pat's bedside day in and day out. And as a way to say thank you, they've created the Daisy Award program, which Holland Bloorview was really proud and excited to bring to our nurses here. And in our first year, we've received over 50 incredible nominations, with the majority of them coming from clients and families. And the best part about the Daisy Award is when we present it to them, we go onto the unit where they're surrounded by the people who nominated them, the people that care about them, with clients and families present, which is just so great. Nancy was the first Daisy Award winner last year on Nursing Week. And today we'd like to ask Siobhan to come up and we will present you with a flower.
So we surprised Siobhan on Monday, and it was incredibly touching. Carolyn Wilson nominated and read the nomination letter on the CCC unit, and it was a pretty wonderful surprise. Okay. So this year we're doing something a little bit unique. We're doing what's called the Nursing Team Award, and I don't know if our nominee person is here yet. We're ahead of schedule.
Yeah,
Okay, we're
Does
gonna.
that ever happen?
I'm never ahead of schedule. So what we'll do is we'll
dance until
we'll
they come?
no. Be my guest. I would never win a dance. Okay, we're gonna skip past this.
Okay.
And we'll go here.
Good idea.
Did anybody see those slides? The team award? No, you didn't see the team award. Okay. So we'll go to the accomplishments because we have a special guest that needs to arrive for us to do the team awards. We're just going to skip. So nursing accomplishments, I'll hand over to you.
Okay, so each of these nurses today have demonstrated their commitment to lifelong learning, which ultimately improves the care that they deliver to clients and families. And today, each one of our recipients went out and made their goal happen. And we would like them all to come to the front. Sure. Come on up. Melissa Greenwich, Diana Medeiros, Nadia Shash, and I will tell you all what they get when you come. Just come on up. Jeanette Schoon, Louise Rudden, Andrea Lauzon, Sarah Rumbold, Vera, come on, man, come on. We're so proud of you. Okay.
The challenge always of giving nursing accomplishments is a thing called shift work, and you're not working on the day of the award. So, so should we go through what everybody did? We'll get some pictures, and you get flowers. So just stay up there while we profile you.
So, Melissa Greenwich, who received her baccalaureate degree, and the master's degrees went to Diana Medeiros and Nadia Shash. Diana Medeiros received the Nurse Practitioner Primary Care, and Nadia Shash received a Masters of Nursing in April 2019. And the certification, Louise Rudden received a Certificate in Trauma Counselling for Frontline Workers. Jeanette Schoon received a Recert in CNA Rehab Certificate. Andrea Lauzon received the CNA Certification in Mental Health and Psychiatry. And Sarah Rumbold received a recertification in CNA Rehabilitation. And Vera Nenadovic received the first Canadian patent for her patent. I'm terrible. We'll put it down to my accent. For her real-time brain monitoring system, which is unreal.
Tamara really knows when to walk into a room.
I guess we won't go back because we'll see it. So we'll go back when you present. I'll just hit the back button.
Okay, Tamara, we invite you to the podium. I know you were running from a prior meeting. Everybody just close your eyes while I go back 2 slides. No peeking, okay? Okay. You ready? Okay. So Tamara, please come forward. So this year we did something different. We posted an opportunity for a nursing team award, and this award recognizes excellence in nursing practice teams who exemplify excellence, respect, and commitment to child and family-centered care, and are really committed to the 4 strategic priorities that you've heard about: strength-based care, teaching roles, learning, coming together as communities to practice better, and really to continue to grow our knowledge, our research, our standards, all of those important things. So this year, the award is provided and then we'll go into the nomination. They just so fun fact, we successfully kept it secret from the Soder nursing team, which is quite an accomplishment because they always find things out. So it is a great honor to share that Tamara and Colleen nominated the team and want to read the nomination.
Thank you. Okay. Hello, everybody. So it was my pleasure to nominate the Soder nursing team this year for this award. I wanted to start out by thanking Colleen for her validation or seconding for this nomination. Unfortunately, she is away today, but I will read a little bit on her behalf. It is such a pleasure to collaborate and problem solve with the Soder nursing team on a daily basis. This is kind of me from the Soder pharmacist perspective. They always have the family's best interest at heart, and every day I am able to see the high level of caring, respect, and commitment in all that they do. As the patient population changes, we all know it is, they tackle each complex situation with the utmost respect for their clients and families. With complex spinal cord injury patients, hematology oncology patients, they provide extraordinary support during the rehab process and continuously advocate for their clients' unique needs to other team members. So I will now become Colleen. So the nursing team has demonstrated a focus on delivering outstanding personalized care to advance quality and safety. The team has championed recent safety initiatives, including driving Omnicell implementation to support safe storage of narcotics and controlled medications, passive range of motion initiative to maximize client function, and weekly replacement of identification bands to ensure the right client receives the right care. Most recently, they partnered with various disciplines at Holland Bloorview and family members to create a safe opioid guide to help guide families on weekend passes around opioid use and storage. The team has recently demonstrated excellence, appropriately reporting a trend in safety mechanism failures of pre-filled unit dose syringes, and provided leadership in optimal ways to communicate this issue amongst other nurses. As a result, we have been working with the manufacturer in further escalating this problem. It is this dedication to continuous patient safety and quality improvement that makes the SODER team stand out in terms of excellence in nursing practice. Thank you very much.
So the SODER nursing team, don't just shyly sit there. Please come forward so we can take a picture. I know that some are upstairs providing care, which is what we need to do, but you've got it covered. Good. Just need to check. Be sure. And thank you for all this secret planning so as many SODER nurses could come and enjoy this moment. So if you'd all please come forward so we can take a picture. So the SODER nurse, the award comes with something other than a photo and acknowledgement. It actually comes with a learning event, so some funding for a learning event, and for lunch that goes with that learning event, or for afternoon snack or whatever, whenever you decide, and whatever topic you decide, and whatever speaker you decide will. So that comes with more goodness. Congratulations so much. Wow. Okay. Where are we in my notes? Oh, very good. Okay. So we also wanted to acknowledge that we had two awesome nurses, Kim Krog, our collaborative practice leader, and Cindy Rulins, transition coordinator, who were in the hospital news as nursing heroes this year as nominees. So commendations to both of you for the tremendous work you've done for I think one of the challenges, I would say, for working as a nurse and being a nurse is that we work 24/7 care. So it's always difficult to communicate to everybody. It's always difficult for everybody to be up to date. And so we've really strategically worked hard at improving 5 or 6 different ways to profile and to communicate. So every one email gets messages put into another newsletter and posted on walls, and I make monthly videos, and we do massive kind of communication to get the messages out so that people can deliver the best possible care and get their information in a synthesized way, because when you're a direct care provider, you can't read every single line of an email. You've got to provide the care first and get to that later on. So some of the things that we've done is profiling nursing stories in bloom so that you could learn more about each other, and so that the interprofessional team is also shared in these stories in terms of understanding how we work together well as teams and what impact our careers have in advancing care. And we've had Lisa, who was a Daisy nominee, profiled. We had Michael profiled. We had Icon profiled. And what I've discovered in the pop-up rounds that I've been doing, that nurses have said to me, they really appreciate these stories because they find them inspires them for their own career. We're all at different stages of our careers, and it's kind of really interesting to hear how other nurses are, what inspires them, what pathways they've taken, and what gives them that spark each and every day. We are trying to be very efficient and very thoughtful today, and we kind of reduced the nursing recognition today because we know everybody is just jammed with work, and we want to respect Meditech Expanse. I think we also want to acknowledge some important people involved in Meditech Expanse.
Yes, so we wanted to send a huge shout out to Kim Krog and Shauna and Carolyn for working tirelessly to get us smoothly through Meditech Expanse. We really appreciate you guys.
Thank you for that. And I wanted to wrap up because I'm one of those people who like to do surprisingly touching things. And I don't know why I do this to myself, because then I get teary and I'd rather be serious. But I really wanted to wrap up with a video that I thought really captured healthcare and nursing. It's a video that was profiled this week by the province of British Columbia. It is exceptional, and as a nurse who's worked as a nurse for 40 years, I thought, wow, this just covers everything about it that's important to me. So I hope you enjoy it. You might want to get out some tissues.
I think it has to come.
What did I do? Yeah. No,
Click it while you're in it.
Click, and then here.
I think you've got to open it up.
Oh, here. Caitlin.
Right there.
Caitlin explained it to me, but it's here. You told me that.
It's all good.
Okay. Get your tissues. Oh no, the audio. We'll start again. We'll fix the audio.
I think that's
We good, Greg?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
I am your nurse, your caregiver, your witness, and everything in between. I am the heartbeat behind the machine, the pulse rumbling underneath. I'm the one who learns your story. Not to judge how you got here, but to best care for you until the day I say goodbye. I'm as committed to you as I am to my job, and I work hard to do it. But the anatomy of a nurse is designed to choose it. In the OR, in the alleyway, at your home or on the street, there is nothing I haven't smelled and nothing I haven't seen. I am your nurse. My backbone is strong when your voice feels inadequate. I celebrate your progress, know your medications, and how to be your advocate. These ears listen to your needs above the noise, and when pulled in all directions, hearing you say that I've helped in some way is what brings me back to center. I am your nurse. These hands cracked from the weather of work will hold yours when you cannot endure. My arms have held sweet new life in your loved one's last breaths. My chest muscles strong for pushing hard when you can't, and from laughing with you when you need it most. My shoulders carry the weight of what I go through, the tragedy, the nothing more we can do, the pain of losing you. I am your nurse. If If I get tired or hungry or run out of time, I will still have enough patience. My eyes read beyond your chart. I see the human being you are in front of me. And when you look my way, I ask that you do the same. Please know that your cards and your thank yous are the salve from my soul. This team loves like family, rooting for you to win. I won't give up on you. Compassion lives in this skin. I will put you first because it runs in my blood. I will care for you, whether you want me to or not. And I won't stop, because I am your nurse. I am your nurse.
Okay, how's everybody's tears? I just found it incredibly inspirational and incredibly human and incredibly compassionate.
Oh, no.
No, and again, we can't do that. Really, yeah, it is a bit. Yeah, we'll just really, really invigorating and just no boundaries like we're aiming for here. Really no boundaries. So that's why I brought it forward.
Yeah.
So Bridget.
And in closing, we continue to be inspired by the compassionate and thoughtful care that's provided by Holland Bloorview nurses 24 hours a day. There has been a tremendous adaptability to the changing complexities of our clients, and we are in awe of the hard work and dedication of Holland Bloorview nurses to learn new systems and new skills to keep our clients and families safe. So thank you so much for joining us in this celebration of all the nurses in every part of Holland Bloorview. Thank you to Caitlin, thank you to the entire Nursing Practice Council, co-leads of the Nursing Priorities, and dear Greg. And just before we invite you for coffee, Kim Krog has something to say. Uh-oh.
So I'll be very brief, but I just want to say, Marilyn. Okay. Oh.
Who drove the carpool today?
On behalf of nursing, we want to thank you for everything you do every day. I think we would all say that you are an extremely generous leader and have helped us all get to this point. It's been a long journey, but we've enjoyed every day. And on a side note, I learned so much in the car, which made my drive so much better. And I think if I could say one thing, it's that you always remind us that it's about kids and families. And that's the real thing you bring to us every day.
Thank you. Anna, you can't go away. And I need to come back. As many of you know, I run an orchid NICU. And there are some people who come and bring their orchids so that I can recover them on my windowsill in my office. So for those who haven't been to the orchid NICU, please. And oh my gosh, thank you. And Anna, please come up for a picture too. And they actually asked me permission to do this, and I said no earlier this week. I didn't know that. Yeah. I said no because I said this isn't about me, this is about all of us. And I said, and look at this, no one listens to me. So come up. You clearly didn't bring that in carpool, or I would have spotted it. Thank you so much. I really just, I think as we're celebrating nursing today, but we're actually celebrating interprofessional teams. We're celebrating all the things that we do together. And one of the things that I was asked to do 4 years ago was to help nursing come back to the table and be awesome, awesome team members, and you've delivered. So thank you so, so much. We now celebrate with water, cake, tea, and the famous Holland Bloorview cake. So please share with each other and celebrate all the amazing work that we do as all the different programs, discipline, supports, everything. I would also ask that you cruise past the activities that nurses have been doing, learn more about what our nurse practitioners are doing. We have very unique nurse practitioner roles at Holland Bloorview. I've worked as a nurse practitioner for 30 years in acute care hospitals, and I've never seen anything like it here, like it is at Holland Bloorview, so we need to celebrate that as well. So please enjoy each other's company and accomplishments and all that you've done. Thank you.